Hey, what's good, everybody? This is Hijacker coming at you with yet another statue review. This time it's another custom piece of quarter scale Deathstroke by Vizion 2.0 Studios based out of Sweden. A lot to go over on this thing. First of all, it is awesome. Let me go ahead and get the specs out of the way before I gush all over it. The base on this thing is 17.5 inches wide. Height overall from the bottom of the base to the top of the head, just shy of 23 inches. So it is in the quarter scale. It fits with any of my other sideshow pieces. It's fantastic. And it blows the sideshow Deathstroke out of the water. I'm just going to say that right off the jump. First of all, I'm a huge fan of the Deathstroke character. I just think that he's Batman gone bad. Basically has all the same skills as Batman plus some superhuman capabilities. He's one of the few foes in his rogues gallery that can consistently put the whoop down on Batman. So he's one of my favorites, if not my favorite villain in the DC universe. So I was basically looking for a statue of Deathstroke, seeing what was out there. Couldn't really find anything that I liked. Like I already mentioned, the Sideshow Premium format, highly disappointing in my opinion. Not hating on anybody that likes that piece or has the piece. To me, it's just really flat, not a lot to it, not a lot of detail. I mean, I've seen it in person, just was not impressed. Not a very dynamic pose. The base, not very impressive either, but enough hate on that. The Prime 1 from Arkham Origins is a nice one. However, I'm a little scared to get into that scale. Those things are like 36 inches tall. XM is about as big as I'm going to go in Sideshow. I just don't have that kind of space. And then I heard there was a lot of quality control issues on the Prime 1. But enough hate on that one. Let's get into this one. Found this. Just obscure. Found a picture as I was going through the internet. And I was like, what the hell is that? Thought it was maybe a concept or something like that. Linked on it. Turns out this thing has an edition size of 50 pieces that just got finished this past November. That would be November of 2017. Like I said, the studios that produced it is called Vizion 2.0 Custom Studios out of Sweden. The sculptor on this, Sandro Gruder. Now, I'm not 100% sure if he is the sculptor, but I know he's the head of the studios. He had 3 artist-proof versions. Like I said, this is an edition size. Fortunately, he chose his best artist proof from his own personal collection that he showed me pictures of and sent me that. So very happy with that experience. So this guy was super cool. Linked up on Facebook Messenger as soon as I bought the thing on eBay. I went for a little bit over $1,000, so you know that's pretty much standard fare for a custom statue. I've been spending a lot lately on customs, and I got to slow down a little bit, but had to get this guy. Like I said, ES of 50, got to jump on it like that Maniac Venom, you know? Anyway, we'll do a 360 on this thing real quick. The detail is just superb everywhere. I mean, there's the hexagonal print right here that's actually carved into the side of the face where he has the eye. Here, I'll just whip off the portrait real quick so you can see how detailed this actually is. That's the right side, his blind side. Just looks freaking dope. Here's that hexagonal detail right there on the left. Nice contour, nice shape. Nice scaling with the rest of the body. I love the flowing bandana. I think it just looks awesome. So, it is polystone and it is not hollow. It's a very impressive piece. Pretty heavy in hand, probably about 30-35 pounds by my best estimation. A lot of switch outs, so there's a lot of stuff to go over with this thing. But what I love the most about it is that it of all my statues, this has probably got the most dynamic pose where it's like telling a tale of like something that just happened. Like when I see this piece, it's almost like Batman got the jump on him. I mean, you can see the little batarang here, which is metal by the way, sticking right out of the nose of the gargoyle, surprising him like he was in the sniping position and he's jumping up with his ready to go to melee combat. Just think that's just a great idea for a story to depict perfectly in polystone. I mean, that's just badass. So, base, I'm really loving the base, just starting there. I love the fact that he's on a gargoyle, like he's perched at the corner of a building. You know, you can pretty much tell what's going on there. Fine contouring all throughout the suit here in these black partitions here. Almost like a carbon fiber weave. It's not colored like carbon fiber, but it has that texture. Then it has the little blue accents all the way through. Yellow armor. It's got the battle damage on it. Looks freaking amazing. the sculptor on this guy, somebody needs to hire him because he shouldn't be doing independent work. I mean, he's working on a couple other things that I know of. You can check out his website on Facebook, his Facebook group, Vizion 2.0 Studios, if you're interested. But this guy, I mean, look at all the individual scales here in the armor. I forget what his armor is called. It's like a nano weave or something like that. But he's got grenades here. Looks like concussion or gas grenades. A 50 caliber Desert Eagle as his sidearm right there on the side. Just freaking awesome. I love the armor. Love the pose. Love how little details like the little pouches here, frag grenades. This is a removable knife right here on the thigh. It's kind of a bitch to get in and out, so we'll just leave it in there for the sake of the review. Shotgun shells here on the strap. Shotgun shells on the shoulder pad. Love the two fingers splayed with the sword. And these swords, cool thing about this, these are all metal and they're removable from the hand. So you can take these things, turn them around, have them do like an akimbo stance, whatever you want. 50 caliber BMG shell casing sitting right here like he was in the sniping position. That's what he was actually trying to pull off, but it didn't work out. Now he's a little bit surprised, but it's Deathstroke, so you know he's going to lay the beat down on somebody. So very impressed with this piece. The detail, again, amazing. The line work here, this just looks like, this is just awesome, guys. I mean, had to jump on it. Deathstroke being one of my favorite characters, not satisfied with any of the other offerings on the market currently. Just had to get this. A couple of my friends have seen it. They're just like blown away by it in person. The sniper rifle right here, this is removable. You can put this pretty much wherever you want. This doesn't seem like it's a polystone. It's kind of like a thick, I don't know, I'd say a very dense, very thick, I wouldn't say polymer, but plastic. This is a little bit bendable here, so you don't have to worry about it snapping if you drop. A little bit forgiving. We'll go ahead and do some of the switch outs real quick. So first one, you can take off the hand here. Magnets are strong as fuck, unlike the Maniac Venom. It was not impressive. You got this one here, where he's got this huge combat knife. Kind of like the sword a little bit better, but you know, whatever. Going around to the right hand pops right out. Again, magnets are strong. I'm loving that. He comes with a little MP5 switch out, so you can give him that pose. So it's a very versatile statue and what you're trying to, you know, what scene you're trying to convey. That looks pretty good too, but I just like the dual swords. Makes him look a little bit more deadly. Then you got the Slade Wilson switch out portrait, which looks pretty good too. Could have been a bit better, but not bad. Looking a little cartoonish, but you know, overall hair sculpt is nice. Not a lot of shading in it, so that's a little nitpick. But I'm never really going to display it, you know, with that head sculpt at all. It's always going to be the masked portrait. But that's the everything switched out right there. Slade Wilson coming at you. Freaking one-eyed killer. Badass character, badass villain. Just a badass concept with this statue. Really, really, really impressed. Can't go wrong. Like I said, price was around a little bit over $1,000 shipped, and that was express international shipping from Sweden. I thought it was going to take like a month. I got it in, I think, 4 days once it left Sweden. Wasn't held up in customs at all. Very, very happy with the overall experience. Go ahead and swap back out to the OG pieces. Here. Very impressed with the magnets on this thing. He told me the magnets might be a little bit weak, but I don't know, maybe I'm just coming off the Maniac Venom where it was a big disappointment for me. So these magnets seem definitely as strong as anything Sideshow puts out there. So, loving this pose. This is, what do you guys think in the comments? Let me know what pose you would go with. Just love this pose overall. I'll pick up the camera so we can get some closer HD shots of everything, and I'll point out all the textures that are really nice. Nice weathering on the armor. Looks like he's been through some combat. Let's go ahead and pick up that cam. All right. So just check out the detail on this thing up close, you guys. It's just freaking phenomenal. The texturing there looks like real weathering on armor. I love the line work here in the arm. That's really nice. And then you got the contour right here on this black under mesh. Forget what his suit is called. It's like a Q weave or nano weave or Q something. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. Loving that side, the blind side of the portrait. These scales go all the way through the chest, across the bicep. They look great. Really, really, really great, guys. I got to stop buying customs because these things are, you know, they're a little bit pricey, but they're just amazing to have in the collection, especially when it's a little bit different. And this has got to be, in my opinion, and a couple other collectors that have seen it in person, tell me it's probably the best Deathstroke. Excuse me there. It's a tongue twister. That you can get on the market. I mean, look at all this fine texturing here in the leg. Loving the base, like I said. Love the double scabbards back there for the swords. You can actually place the swords into the scabbards if you wanted. Makes it a little bit heavy though. If you do that, then the scabbard might fall out. The magnet's a little bit weak on that one, admittedly. That does have a weak magnet, but look at the size of where it attaches right here. I mean, that's going to be a small magnet no matter what. And you put those metal swords in there and you're risking a fall down. But love the batarang right there in the nose of the gargoyle. This is one of my favorite bases of any pieces that I own. Just love this, guys. Let me know what you think about the Vizion Studios 2.0 custom quarter scale Deathstroke statue. It is polystone, about 23.5 inches tall. Just an amazing piece, guys. Amazing piece. Definitely won't go into a DTOF or anything like that, but find a place for it because it's sick as hell. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Please comment, like, and subscribe. This is Hijacker signing out.